Prince. A name that resonates far beyond the boundaries of music, echoing through the halls of pop culture and artistic innovation. The very name evokes an aura of mystery, a sense of intrigue that has captivated millions for decades. Prince was more than just a musician. He was an enigma, a visionary whose presence seemed to shimmer with otherworldly energy. A maestro of music, a chameleon of style, he was a true original. Every performance was a spectacle, every outfit a statement. Prince reinvented himself constantly, never content to be boxed in or defined by anyone else's expectations. His creativity knew no bounds. Whether in the studio, on stage, or behind the scenes, Prince poured his soul into every note, every lyric, every beat. He wrote, produced, and played most of the instruments on his albums, a testament to his relentless drive and singular vision. His sound, transcended genres, blending funk, rock, and pop into a mesmerizing tapestry. He broke the rules, fusing elements of jazz, R&B, and even classical music, creating something entirely new and electrifying. From the electrifying guitar riffs of Purple Rain to the sensual whispers of Kiss, his music ignited souls across generations. Each song was a journey, an invitation to feel, to dance, to dream. His concerts were legendary, drawing fans from all walks of life. The energy in the room was palpable, a shared experience that transcended language and culture. Prince had a way of making every person in the audience feel seen, heard, and alive. The world knew him as a star, an icon, a legend. His influence stretched far beyond the stage, inspiring countless artists and shaping the very sound of modern music. But behind the dazzling stage persona lay a complex soul, fiercely private and intensely guarded. Prince was a man of contradictions. Bold yet shy, outspoken yet elusive, he let his art speak for him, revealing glimpses of his inner world only through his music. His sudden departure in 2016 sent shockwaves across the globe. The news was almost impossible to believe, a light so bright, gone in an instant. Fans mourned, critics lamented, and the music world plunged into darkness. Tributes poured in from every corner of the earth, each one a testament to the profound impact he had on so many lives. How could a talent so vibrant, a force so potent, be extinguished so abruptly? The silence left in his wake was deafening, a reminder of just how much he meant to the world. The circumstances surrounding his demise were as perplexing as the man himself, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and a void that could never be filled. Yet, in the echoes of his music, his spirit endures, forever a prince among men. The final days of Prince's life were a whirlwind of activity, a blur of movement and music that seemed to defy the passage of time. Even as the world outside spun on, Prince was immersed in his art, surrounded by the familiar chaos of touring, rehearsals, and the ever-present hum of anticipation that followed him wherever he went. The energy backstage was electric, with crew members and musicians moving quickly to keep up with his relentless pace. It was as if he was racing against something unseen, determined to give everything he had to his audience right up until the very end. Yet amidst all this motion, there was a stark contrast to the quiet end that awaited him. The stages he left behind, once alive with sound and light, now stood empty and silent, echoing with the memory of his presence. Paisley Park, his creative sanctuary, seemed to hold its breath, shrouded in an uneasy calm as dusk settled in. Just days before his passing, Prince had been performing on stage, his energy seemingly boundless. He moved with the same passion and intensity that had defined his career for decades, captivating audiences with every note and gesture. The crowd responded in kind, their cheers rising to meet him, unaware that they were witnessing the final chapter of a legendary journey. On April 15, 2016, Prince's private plane made an unscheduled landing in Moline, Illinois. The suddenness of the event sent ripples of concern through his inner circle and fans alike. Emergency vehicles surrounded the jet, their lights flashing in the night, as the world waited anxiously for news. He was rushed to the hospital, but his representatives assured the public it was a minor health scare, a fleeting shadow in the grand scheme of his artistry. The official statements were calm and measured, downplaying the incident and insisting that Prince was simply battling the flu. For many, it was easy to believe, After all, he had always seemed larger than life, almost invincible. On April 16, 2016, the artist appeared at a concert in Minnesota, seemingly recovered. He took to the stage with his trademark flair, his presence as magnetic as ever. Fans who had worried just days before were reassured by the sight of him, vibrant and in command, as if nothing could slow him down. He reassured his fans, a wry smile playing on his lips. The show must go on, he seemed to say, brushing aside any concerns with a quiet confidence. In that moment, the connection between Prince and his audience was palpable. A shared understanding that music, above all, was his true lifeblood. Then, on April 21st, 2016, Prince was found unresponsive in an elevator at his Paisley Park estate. The news was both shocking and surreal, a sudden and tragic end to a life defined by brilliance and creativity. Emergency responders arrived quickly, but it was already too late. The news spread like wildfire, leaving millions in disbelief. Fans gathered outside Paisley Park, their faces etched with grief and confusion, struggling to comprehend the loss of an icon who had seemed eternal. Around the world, tributes poured in from fellow artists, admirers, and those whose lives had been touched by his music. The curtain had fallen, the final note played, and the world was left to grapple with the sudden silence. Prince's absence was felt not just in the music industry, but in the hearts of millions who had found inspiration in his artistry. As fans left flowers and tributes outside Paisley Park, the legacy of his genius lingered in the air, a reminder that while the man was gone, his music would echo on forever. The world held its breath as the official autopsy report was released. The cause of death? An accidental overdose of fentanyl, a powerful opioid pain medication. The revelation only deepened the mystery. Questions arose, swirling like a tempest. Prince, a known advocate of a clean lifestyle, a man who reportedly abhorred drug use, had succumbed to an opioid overdose. The dissonance was jarring, the narrative incomplete. In the wake of his death, rumors began to circulate, each more outlandish than the last. Some whispered of foul play, of a life tragically cut short. Others spun tales of secret addictions, of a hidden struggle with pain. Conspiracy theories took root, their tendrils reaching into the darkest corners of speculation. Was Prince's death a tragic accident or something more sinister? The lack of concrete answers only fueled the flames of intrigue. Authorities involved in the investigation maintained that there was no evidence of foul play. Prince, they asserted, had accidentally overdosed on fentanyl, perhaps unaware of the potency of the drug. Close friends and associates painted a picture of a man dedicated to his craft, a musical genius who pushed himself to the limit. They spoke of his kindness, his generosity, and his unwavering commitment to his art. While their testimonies shed light on the man behind the music, they did little to quell the lingering questions surrounding his untimely demise. Prince's death remains a perplexing enigma, a tale woven with threads of brilliance, tragedy, and unanswered questions. The official explanation, while seemingly straightforward, fails to satisfy the curiosity surrounding his passing. The rumors persist, fueled by the lack of conclusive evidence and the inherent human need to find meaning in the face of the unknown. Yet, amidst the speculation and unanswered questions, one thing remains clear: Prince's legacy is eternal. His influence stretches far beyond the boundaries of music, touching the hearts and lives of millions around the world. Even as the years pass, his artistry continues to resonate, inspiring new generations to dream boldly and create fearlessly. Prince was more than just a musician. He was a visionary, a cultural icon whose presence could light up any room and whose music could move even the most stoic soul. His music continues to inspire, to move, and to electrify. From the first note of Purple Rain to the last echo of his guitar, Prince's sound is unmistakable. His songs are woven into the fabric of our lives, playing at celebrations, comforting us in times of sorrow, and reminding us of the beauty of self-expression. He was a true original, a once-in-a-generation talent who redefined the boundaries of music, and challenged the conventions of his time. Prince's fearless creativity and refusal to be boxed in by genre or expectation made him a trailblazer, opening doors for countless artists who followed in his footsteps. The mystery surrounding his death may never be fully unraveled, but his impact on the world of music is undeniable. Fans gather to honor his memory, sharing stories and memories, keeping his spirit alive through their love and devotion. His songs will continue to echo through the ages, a testament to the enduring power of his artistry. Each time a record spins or a crowd sings along, Prince's legacy grows stronger, reminding us that true genius never fades away. The rain may have stopped, but the purple will never fade. As long as there are those who find hope, joy and inspiration in his music, the spirit of Prince will live on, forever vibrant, forever unique and forever purple.